You know, First Coast News and nonprofit Who We Play For is teaming together today to do free heart screenings, some EKGs to help save some lives. And I'm here with the Impact Director. This is Sean Sema. Thanks for having me.
Thank you all so much for coming out and supporting us. This has been amazing.
So tell us what's going on today.
So today we're out here at the Flex Field at the Jaguar Stadium till 7 o'clock tonight. And we're going to be doing some EKG screenings on our local athletes and kids from Jacksonville and Northeast Florida.
And tell us why this is so important, because this is the leading cause of death for student athletes, right?
Yes, it's the leading cause of death for athletes. It's the leading cause of death of all ages on school campus. And it's something that we miss most often on our physicals, so this is important.
And of course, we want the students to come out. So until 2 o'clock this afternoon, Duval County students 10 and up, ages 10 and up can come in and get a free EKG heart screening. And then anyone in our viewing area, ages 10 to 22, can get a free one from 5 to 7. And you don't need to register, although some people did, but you can still come in and do a walk-up like these folks here. So tell us a little bit about your story and why you wanted to get involved.
So back in 2016, my seemingly super athlete, 16-year-old daughter, who never had one real medical problem in her whole life, left a high school softball game, stopped by our local gym to go for a run to get ready for cheer tryouts the next day. And she collapsed with sudden cardiac arrest, which is another way of saying she was clinically dead. And luckily for us, unlike most stories, she collapsed in front of a guy who had just learned CPR 2 weeks prior. The AED hanging on the wall had just had its battery and pads changed out 3 weeks before. And this group of non-medical bystanders worked together to save my daughter's life 10 minutes before the ambulance showed up on the scene.
That's amazing. I'm so glad that she's doing well. So how did you hear about Who We Play For then?
So after she got out of the hospital, I tell everyone you make a lot of deals with the big man upstairs when this happens to you. And our family knew that we wanted to get involved and pay it forward. And we learned about Who We Play For. They are actually from our hometown.
Oh my God.
And they had lost one of their teammates to sudden cardiac arrest. And so we've joined forces with them. And now I work with them as the Impact Director. And we're all over the state and all of the country, trying to make sure kids get their heart screened.
Wonderful. And it looks like there's some other things they can do while they're here. We've got some, I don't want to call them dummies, but the little models that they can do CPR on. You guys teaching them stuff today?
We're doing a 10-minute hands-only, compression-only CPR training to get the kids ready, God forbid, just in case.
All right. Well, thank you so much for having me here today. I know that we talked earlier, the turnout has been great so far. We've had school buses coming in. There's a little bit of a lull right now. So why don't you head on down, bring your child, your student, and we'll be here again through the hour. I will, but they'll be here till 7 o'clock tonight.
Yeah,
so David,
won't turn anyone away.
That sounds wonderful. Thank you again for helping us out.
So much.
And David, I'm going to toss it back to you.